whatever it is you feel like you are incapable of doing, 2026, you're going to have to prove that wrong. I don't know, but it just comes to a point where you stop playing it by yourself. And it's not a certain age this happens at, it's not a certain environment this happens at, but I just feel like as long as you're aware enough of your circumstances and how you play a role in it and how other people play a role in your circumstances, when you're aware, you make the changes. It gets to a point where you get fed up because you realize the patterns, you see how things are going, you don't take things as coincidences. You lock in and you're like, wait, no, this is actually happening purposefully for me to lock in and be a part of that change. There's certain things that you're supposed to be doing that you can be doing at this moment that you're not doing because of whatever. I'm not here to expose that. I'm not here to ask you because guess what? I know you can talk my ear off and tell me exactly why you can't do what you want to do. I know you're good for excuses, boo. I know you can give me a 5-paragraph essay as to why you can't start, as to why you're not capable, as to why it's because of your family or why it's because of your race or your gender or I know you can give me those excuses. I already know because you've already told yourself that plenty of times for a very long time. There will come a point where you just get fed up, and that fed up isn't so like specific and out and about. It's just like an inner energy. It's just like how you move. You're not around certain people no more. You're not around certain habits anymore. You aren't considering certain things that you used to consider before. You're not working yourself up on certain things anymore. You're not so prone to stress anymore because your head is at a whole different space. And let me just tell you something. You're going to have to be very comfortable being alone because you're going to start feeling like, hey, I don't vibe with a lot of people right now. And I need people to understand this. Stop taking it so personally when people leave your life or depart from your life or end things. If need be at that very moment, you guys need to separate, do that. And you need to be okay with that. You really need to be okay with being around yourself. I feel like that's very foreign to a lot of people. You feel like you need people around you and you need to be surrounded by people to not feel so lonely. And then if you're not around people, you feel like you're lame or you're boring or you're this and you're that. Boo, boo, I promise you, nobody gets you like you do. Be prepared to lose a lot. You can't expect new and not lose anything. The thing is, when you lose things, you don't know how long it will be. You don't know when it will come back. You don't know if it will come back. You just gotta believe that, hey, what's going is going for a reason. What's coming is exactly what I need. That's the motto you gotta live by. There just comes a point where you are ready. You're ready, you don't care anymore. And that is a great place to be at because for a very long time you were not in that space. You were not ready. You were not open. You had the excuses lined up. You had all the reasons why. You had the thesis. You had the 3 body paragraphs. You had the conclusion. You know your story, whatever it is. Whether it's you feel like you just can't seem to get in the gym. You just can't seem to share your art. You just can't seem to start selling your art because you don't feel like your art's worthy of commission. Or you just can't seem to get in that studio and record that first ever song. Whatever it is you feel like you are incapable of doing, 2026, you're going to have to prove that wrong. You're going to have to prove yourself wrong in 2026. Like, if it didn't happen this year for you, if you feel like you haven't reached that point where you're fed up and you're comfortable in your comfort zone, please be comfortable. Enjoy that comfortability because I promise you there will come a time where you get fed up and not in a bad way, but in the best way possible where you just start showing up for yourself. You start investing in yourself. You study these excuses from top to bottom. You know exactly how to make it sound like you have a valid point. The whole time you're just scared. And that's okay. No one's telling you to be Superman. No one's telling you to not have feelings. No one's telling you to be this person that doesn't care about anything. But it's okay to care. It's okay to be sensitive. It's okay to be emotional and still do the things you want to do. You don't have to hide. You don't have to play small. You don't have to settle for something that doesn't allow you to experience what you're meant to experience. Just don't walk into these things that you're doing for your life with the objective that people are going to like me more. It's not about that. I feel like if anything, you will like yourself more. It's not about people liking you more. It's not about looking like you have something. It's not about being something you're not. It's about being everything you are. That's what it is for me for 2026. And it's not that you're fake, but it's just that as humans, we're kind of programmed to kind of find a soft spot to be okay, even if it's not exactly what we like to do. We're good at hiding the fact that we don't like certain things. We're good at being okay because it's just okay. When it's like, that's not gonna fly no more. Time is ticking. Members need to be made, bills need to be paid, and that all just lies within you trying to really just be who you actually are, truly. I mean, lock in. That one thing that comes to mind when you're like, I can't do that yet. I'm not ready. That thing you keep putting on the back pedal, the thing you keep pushing back, that thing you keep postponing, the thing you keep starting and not finishing because you're scared. That's what I'm talking about. That's it. That's all. You guys have an amazing 2026. Enjoy the rest of your year. I love you. You got this. I'm rooting for you. I don't know what you're going through. I don't know what you got going on. But I promise you it's not that scary. It's not that serious. And I promise you, nobody on this earth messing with you. So whoever you think is a threat, whoever you think has the power to stop what you got going on, I need you to think again. Wake up. Do you know who you are? Better act like it. Act like you know, please. Act like you know till you know. Okay? All right.